So how was it growing up with herbs and living with herbs palsy on a daily basis?
Really difficult, very different. I did really try my hardest to pretend it wasn't an issue. I didn't want it to hold me back. I didn't want it to dictate what I could and couldn't do with my life, whether that was socially, hobbies, or then in my later life in careers and stuff. I wasn't allowing it to hold me back.
No.
I know school was hard. Being young was difficult. Then not even necessarily not being able to physically do things like obviously handstands in the playground or anything like that. But then in that kind of middle school bracket the bullying was atrocious, and that was a lot more mentally draining than physically. I definitely realised there was some things out there that I thought I possibly couldn't do, but I then did. And whether it was using a slightly different part of the equipment or doing things in a slightly different way, the end result was still the same.
Yeah.
And I think that then really helped me in growing up generally was actually you just need to learn to adapt.
Ultimately, it was your decision to bring a claim. When did you decide you wanted to do that, and what really prompted that?
I think I was probably around 13 or 14 years old, and I think it was at that point that I just started to notice how different my life is going to look. That was at school when people started talking about what they wanted to do in their future and what jobs they wanted. And it occurred to me then that there were so many jobs that I liked the sound of, but that were not physically possible for me. It was around that time that I remember reaching out to the Herbs Palsy group, and where we became quite good friends with some other people my age that also had herbs. And we spoke to one girl in particular and her family, and they really encouraged us and recommended Tozers.
But at the end of the day, we had really good support from Tozers all the way through. The communication was fabulous. I never felt like I was on my own with it,